Hi everyone. I'm a bit excited because I found a new mushroom today that I'm working to identify, and I thought it might be fun to make a little video on the identification process. So Macrolepiota dolichaula has an unknown toxicity in that some people report gastrointestinal issues when ingested, but a lot of other people say that it's a super tasty mushroom. So basically it's recommended that you cook it to all buggery. Some of the defining features of this mushroom include a hollow stem, which kind of mangled. When pieced together, I could tell that it actually did have a little bit of a hollow interior. The defining aspect is it doesn't actually smell great, which is something that separates it from a lot of other edible varieties of mushroom, and that generally when you find a lovely tasty edible mushroom, it's gonna smell nice. But this motherfucker smells like piss. This is the specimen that I've brought home, which doesn't look as lovely as the one that I photographed. This was actually an additional one that I found, otherwise I wouldn't have picked it. Ethical foraging, blah blah blah. Other defining aspects of this mushroom include its white squamules, which are like the little spots on it, which can actually wash off in the rain, leaving a more smooth surface. It also has a raised umbo, or nipple, of the mushroom, which is generally slightly darker in colour than the rest of the pileus, or cap. The stipe stem is white as well, with a movable annulus, which is like the little sort of skirt ring. Some of them are quite firmly attached, others you can sort of wiggle around up and down, and that's actually a defining aspect of many mushrooms, is whether or not you can move that annulus. There are a couple of lookalikes that we need to be wary of when trying to ID Macrolepiota dolichaula, and two main ones, really, because a lot of them are pretty obviously not the same. The main lookalike that I'm concerned about is Chlorophyllum mollibides, which is pretty easy to distinguish because it actually stains green, as you can see in my handy little book here. So I'm actually doing a spore print under here. Spore prints are a really great way to help identify mushrooms. They can be surprisingly beautiful as well. And if anybody's curious, I highly recommend this book to anyone looking to get into foraging. It is absolutely wonderful and my go-to guide. My first attempt at a spore print seemed to be pretty positive because for Macrolepiota dolichaula you want a white spore print. I did it on white paper and I can't see fucking shit. So I'm trying to do it on a piece of blue paper now to really make sure that I'm gonna get that white cream colour that I'm looking for. The other lookalike that I need to be wary of when identifying this mushroom is Chlorophyllum hortense, which will stain red when I cut it, and considering that this stem has broken apart with absolutely zero red staining, I'm pretty confident. However, once I finish the spore print, I will be cutting it in half just to make sure. So hopefully I've got a nice tasty, when cooked, Macrolepiota dolichaula. And yeah, hope you enjoyed watching me nerd out on mushrooms. About mushrooms. I'm not on mushrooms. It's been a little while, just coming back to check this spore print and see whether or not we have a poisonous mollibides or not. And we do not! We have a confirmed white spore print. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. We have a probably edible mushroom.